everyone, and Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Yes, I'm so excited! It's Christmas! Look, we've got our matching Christmas jumpers on!
Ooh.
How do you feel about our Christmas jumpers?
I feel incredibly hot right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit hot. Like, can you believe it? It's like -4 or something in Beijing right now. We've actually got the window open because it's so hot in our Christmas jumper. But it's Christmas, so...
Baking hot jumper, that's the way you're supposed to spend the day, I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. So today we are going to do a podcast about what it's like living abroad for the holidays. First of all, we've moved places.
Yep, we are at the foot of the bed.
Why are we at the foot of the bed, Jack?
I believe some of you may have taken exception to me flapping my foot in the foreground of the frame last time.
Me in particular, it was very, very distracting.
My apologies for that. So I've been told to sit on the edge of the bed and behave myself.
Yeah, we are on the edge of the bed, waiting in anticipation for Santa to come at Christmas Day.
Yeah, this is the problem with tiny Beijing apartments. There's not much space to film, is there?
Anyway, so we're going to talk about what it's like living abroad for the holidays, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that because obviously we're not just talking about Christmas. Obviously, you know, here in China, Spring Festival is a huge thing. A lot of people do live away and they like to go home. There's lots of holidays that happen throughout the year, but obviously because it is Christmas and that's what we're celebrating, we are mainly going to focus on Christmas today. This year is obviously a particularly hard time, so I know that people want to maybe go home like us,
but it's no option for
not
that
happening.
at all, is there?
It is a no-go. So we've got to make the most of what we've got and enjoy it here, which we've done before, so I'm sure we can do it again. So let's have a little bit of a backstory and let's talk about what our Christmases are usually like in the UK. So we've got slightly different traditions.
Yep.
So I'll go first and tell you a little bit about what my Christmas day is like and my Christmas around Christmas time. Usually I go out with my friends for some drinks on Christmas Eve and then come back to my mum making a lovely stew every year, same stew. Banging. Thanks, Mum. And then on Christmas Day, we usually start the day off with presents in our pajamas, have some breakfast. We then get dressed, and we get dressed quite fancy because it's Christmas Day, so we like to be a little bit fancy, like a bit of sequins, bit of gold, bit of velvet or glitter or something. And we have some people come around for nibbles, family, and then we have big family, so grandma, aunties, uncles, come around for Christmas Day dinner. We have a big turkey or goose, lots of vegetables, Christmas supper. Everybody goes. We have Christmas supper, and then we fall asleep on the sofas. And that's pretty much our Christmas day.
I think it's the perfect way to end the day, though.
It is the perfect way to end the day. I really like Christmas supper, which is basically mashed up everything of Christmas Day dinner, and it is amazing. What is your Christmas Day usually like?
I mean, very much the same, really. Get up, maybe open a few presents from Santa, have a bit of tasty breakfast, go out for a dog walk, maybe pop by a family friends for a drink, back home for lunch. Not roast, because my family's all vegetarian.
Do you have it at lunchtime, your dinner?
Maybe 3 o'clock by the time it's ready.
Have about 3.
And then maybe open a few more presents after lunch if we've got something for each other.
Ooh.
And then at some point we maybe have a little cheeky pizza for tea.
Pizza for tea? That is crazy. Surely you've got loads of leftovers though. Do you not have them? Do you have
I
them
mean, the dog probably sees to them.
I can't believe you have pizza for tea. That is crazy. But
I mean, anyone who knows me knows there's never any leftovers.
And that you love pizza. Well, yeah. So that's a little bit different, but kind of similar. But we've actually never spent Christmas together in the UK, have we?
No, not in the UK. We haven't, but we have done abroad.
We have done abroad. So we were together for 4 or 5 years. I can't remember. You're better with dates. And we never spent Christmas together.
No.
Our first Christmas together was abroad when we were in South America, wasn't it? So it was kind of weird because that was my first Christmas away. You've spent it away from home before that. Then.
Yeah, I'd spent it away from home in Germany before, but that was our first. Where did we go?
We went to Colombia, so we spent it in Colombia.
That was very different to your average Christmas.
Very different. And I think in a way, I kind of liked that it was very different because if it's a similar place. It's
Yeah.
never going to be the same.
Totally
Like,
agree.
you know, your traditions, your family aren't there, your friends aren't there. Like, if you're spending it in, say, like a cold place and it reminds you of Christmas, it's always going to feel not quite right. But Colombia was like,
Yeah, I'd always say start your own traditions if you live in abroad.
Mm-hmm,
Don't
yeah,
try and replicate what
definitely.
you do at home because it's never going to be the same.
It's never going to be the same.
How did a Colombian Christmas compare to a Chinese Christmas then?
Well, the Colombian Christmas was very, very different. I mean, the good thing was we actually had a lot of friends that came,
Yep.
that we met a few in South America, and both of our best friends came over and spent it with us.
It was lovely, wasn't
It
it?
was so nice, and we had a really nice beach house. We had Christmas swim,
Oh, yeah. Lovely.
loads of food, and it was amazing. As far as Christmases go away from home, probably one of the best ones.
So how did it compare to a Chinese Christmas then?
Well, I personally think it was just very different because
Yep.
in Colombia they love Christmas. Like
Yeah,
they really
they do
love
celebrate
Christmas.
it. Even though it's hot there during
Yeah.
Christmas, which is weird, but yeah.
Which obviously, like, we find it weird because we're from the Northern Hemisphere.
Mhm.
But obviously in Australia and New Zealand, my brother always has a hot Christmas because he lives in New Zealand.
Yep, totally.
And I think in a way that is good to have a completely different time. Here in China, every time we've spent Christmas here, it's cold.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like Christmassy, but just not quite Christmassy because like Chinese people don't celebrate Christmas like we do.
No, but you do sometimes see some odd bits and bobs of Christmas around, like, you know, at shopping malls and things like
At
that.
shopping malls, there's sometimes trees and there's
Yeah.
lights. And actually here in Beijing this year, there's a lot of Christmas fairs. So like people do celebrate it.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing that you can say about China, they're not shy of an economic opportunity, and I
They
think
do like a
people
holiday.
people are realizing that actually it's a good way to make some money,
Good way to make some money, spread some Christmas cheer, get some
have a little bit of
gifts.
fun. So
Yeah.
yeah, why not?
So I think it's kind of weird because there is like a lot going on, but also it's not the same because you're not at home. So this is our third Christmas we spent in China because
Yeah, totally.
last year we went home for Christmas.
We did go home for Christmas.
That was the first time we've been home in 4 years for Christmas.
Yeah, that was a long time.
And we didn't think we were going to make it last year
No.
because I had an accident
Yep,
and I was on crutches
she did.
and I'd just taken 2 months off work.
She certainly did.
And then I went back to work and said, can I have 2 weeks off to go home for Christmas?
Cheeky.
It was a bit cheeky. And my manager was so nice about it. And she let me do it.
Oh, bless her.
I
Bless
honestly,
you.
I'm just so thankful that she did because, like, look at what's happened this year. That would have been so long. that we
Tell
wouldn't
me
have been able
about
to
it.
go.
I know it would have
I
been too
mean,
long, really.
So, and it was amazing because we only decided like a week before, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It was so
very
last minute.
spontaneous. So spontaneous, in fact, that
Very good. Yeah, I didn't tell my mum. Didn't tell my mum that we were coming home, and that was like
Yeah.
so much fun. It was like the hardest thing I've ever done to tell my mum like practically everything, and I didn't tell her. And it was such a nice surprise, and it was just such a wonderful Christmas. I had such a great time.
No, totally. So obviously we went home for that Christmas, but the previous few Christmases. So the first one we were in Nanjing, which was super nice. Spent it with some friends and like
We
that
ate
was
out.
done us.
That was
We ate
good.
out.
We didn't have to cook. Lovely.
Went home and our apartment, the window was open
Yeah,
because
cleaner had left the window, broken the window.
broken our window, and then so
Didn't get that fixed for a few days. So it
that
was
was a
absolutely
pretty chilly
Baltic.
Christmas. Then the second Christmas in
What
China, what did we do?
What did we do in the second Christmas, Jack?
Oh, I don't remember actually. Oh
No.
yes, I do.
Oh, just that little thing.
Just that little getting married, going to the Great Wall.
Oh yeah, that
You know,
one.
we won't bore you silly talking about it here.
Watch our video.
Watch our video.
Yeah. And again, we got Christmas cooked for us. We ate out.
Yeah, we ate out. It was bloody lovely,
It
wasn't
was
it?
bloody lovely. But this
Can
year,
you say bloody on YouTube?
Oh,
I just bloody well did.
well, this year though, we're gonna spend it a little bit differently, and we are gonna cook for starters.
Yep.
I'm gonna make a beef brisket and some roasted vegetables.
Yeah, and if any of you have seen, our oven situation in any of our other
it's quite
videos,
small, so we're limited.
we've got one of those little toaster ovens. Let's see how that goes.
Yep, that's why I'm making something in the slow cooker, and we're probably going to spend it all day in our pajamas, I reckon.
That sounds great. And
our Christmas jumpers, obviously.
And our Christmas jumpers.
And watch Christmas movies.
Maybe drink a little bit of a local tipple.
Festive beer. Cheers. Cheers to that.
Cheers. Merry Christmas, everyone. Feliz Navidad.
Yeah,
Frohes Weihnachten.
I'm super excited about this year because it is a little bit different to what we've done in the past. Because we're gonna just relax, which I'm really excited about.
God,
but
so excited.
Because we've been super, super busy. But one thing that we have started as a Christmas tradition, which we will carry on, I think, forever now.
Yeah. What's that?
On Boxing Day.
Yep.
You always make homemade pizzas.
On Boxing Day, I always make homemade pizzas.
You could make me homemade pizzas.
Of course.
Please make me homemade pizzas.
Yeah. We're gonna get pizzeria in the kitchen for sure.
Because you like you just mentioned, you like pizza. Pizza's your favourite food, and Christmas dinner's my favourite food. So I think that's a nice
the way
little
I see it,
tradition.
right, it's Christmas. It's supposed to be the best day of the year, or whatever they say. Don't know the exact phrase. Why not have my favourite food of the year?
Yeah.
Anyway, we compromised. I got Boxing Day, so that's.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. I'll take that.
So what is a bit strange, obviously here in China, is we get the day off because we're foreigners, and our companies are very kind and they let us have the day off.
Thank you.
Some schools you will get a Christmas break. You might get a week off or two. I mean, depends how nice your school is. But our colleagues, they're at work. It's just another day.
Yeah. So if you're Chinese and watching this,
Sorry.
do you care about Christmas? Leave us a comment. Let us know. Yeah, how do you feel? Because obviously, as we mentioned earlier briefly, it is starting to kind of increase in popularity, but I'm not sure if it's maybe just like in a kind of superficial, just have a little bit of fun way. So
whether it's...
I'd be interested to hear a few people's thoughts and see, what does the future of Christmas in China look like?
Yeah, and I mean, because it's a bit similar with Spring Festival. For us, Spring Festival's just a holiday. It's great, we get some time off, but obviously
it's just some day of time off.
For other people, it's such a big event, and so I do feel that even though we are living in a different country, that our work recognizes that it's a big deal for people to have Christmas off. So I'm very, very happy that we're going to. And obviously it lands on Friday this year, which means 3-day weekend. Woohoo. So that's pretty good. We can enjoy it all weekend. So I'm excited about that. Let me just take a look at my notes because we're trying to keep this short and sweet.
Yeah,
this one.
I mean, I feel like we covered it all there. So
yeah, we just did actually. Just before we do end this, I just want to say, obviously, it is hard being away for the holidays.
Yep.
You miss your family and you miss your friends. I feel very lucky that I've got you.
Yeah, totally. I agree.
We can enjoy it together. Because, I'm sure I love Christmas. You're a little bit of a Scrooge, but I love Christmas, and I just feel like I get a lot of emotions around Christmas. Even if I'm at home, I just feel that, everybody should be spreading the love and the joy and, listening to Christmas songs and watching and trying to be merry. And this year is exceptionally hard, and a lot of people can't spend it with their family. And
yeah, in many parts of the world, not just, so wherever you are in the world, there's a good chance you.
Yeah, so I just hope that everybody has a good holiday, a Merry Christmas, and whatever you do, I hope that you have an amazing day.
Yep. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.